Top 10 Caribbean Islands Best Places to Retire in the Caribbean. When most of us imagine that perfect beach location, it is the crystal clear waters of a Caribbean island that we fantasize about. The Caribbean has more than 7,000 individual islands, 13 sovereign nations, and 12 dependent territories. But with so many, how do you choose? Well, Elite Jamaica have been checking out property prices, capital growth, flights, and golden visa options. So with that said, here are the top 10 Caribbean islands for 2018. Welcome back to Elite Jamaica. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at the top 10 Caribbean islands for retirees. If it's your first time joining me here, consider subscribing to the channel by clicking that red subscribe button, and remember to turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon so you never miss any of my updates. These islands have been selected taking into consideration cost of living, property taxes, and also investment opportunities. This video is brought to you by the Sandals 4th of July sale. Get up to a $250 photo package and a free gift when you book now using the link provided below in the descriptions. Number 10. The Bahamas. This former British colony is made up of 29 islands and 661 keys. A key is a bank of sand or coral reef. Many keys are still big enough to put a property or properties on. Famous Bahamian key owners include Johnny Depp, David Copperfield, and the Aga Khan. The islands are not only beautiful, but they have virtually no taxes either. On the minus side, the cost of living is a little higher than the other Caribbean countries, with gas, electricity, and water prices especially high. If you can afford it though, it's a wonderful island. You can add convenience to its list of attractions. Being just a 55-minute flight from Miami and under 3 hours from New York, tourism is the primary industry. Property buyers today can benefit from an oversupply of accommodation during the boom years before 2010 that has kept prices lower ever since. Bahamas, for example, the $42 billion development, only opened this year, 10 years after work began. Apparently, the wait has been worth it. Forbes describes it as the ultimate playground for adults. One recent change that has been causing consternation among the real estate agents is the government is raising the price of its Golden Visa program from $500,000 to $1 million for permanent residency. This is especially bad news for the property developers who have built million-dollar properties and are now struggling to find buyers, as well as the capital Nassau. On New Providence Island, the out islands are popular for property buyers, including Elitera and the Exumas. Number 9. Barbados. Barbados has the perfect mix of fascinating local culture alongside a very easy way of life for international residents. The unique and intriguing Bajan culture is present in food, architecture, arts, and the daily life. Barbados is a relatively populated island, just 34 kilometers long and with a population of over 250,000. But you'll be able to find your piece of beach and a stunning view at still affordable prices. The property market collapsed after the global financial crisis, but prices are beginning to approach the pre-2008 levels once again. Barbados attracts many visitors, with a thriving tourism industry as the world comes to enjoy the country's reef-fringed coastline. The capital, Bridgetown, has a thriving expat community. Although well known for its cricket ground, the Kensington Oval in Bridgetown, it is footballers Wayne Rooney and Gary Lineker who are the most well-known home owners, along with the motor racing model Jody Kidd. Don't forget the homegrown talent either. Singer Rihanna is from Barbados. Expats with an overseas income often experience a good standard of living, and retirees can enjoy claiming their UK pension at the same rate they would back home. Direct Virgin Airways flights to Heathrow are another big advantage. As you drive out of the airport, you drive on the left. Number 8. Antigua and Barbuda. Princess Diana was a big fan of Barbuda, and the island could do with royal support now that every single home was reported to have been wrecked by Hurricane Irma last September. The bigger island of the two, Antigua, was relatively untouched however, and its white sand beaches, of which there are said to be 365, are easy to reach by way of direct flights from the UK in around 9 hours. You'll be arriving at a brand new airport now as well. Estate agents have been reporting a dramatic rise in enquiries in recent years, encouraged by the arrival of new resorts being opened by the likes of Robert De Niro and the renaissance of the older resorts such as the Jolly Harbour. Antigua's Golden Visa program has brought in significant investment, and with an investment of only $400,000 in property required for full citizenship. You don't have to be as well-heeled as Antigua homeowners Oprah Winfrey, Giorgio Armani, or Eric Clapton to live here. Property is on a par with popular Mediterranean islands such as Mallorca at around $350,000 for good quality apartments and just under double that for villas. Number 7. The British Virgin Islands. The 50-plus islands of the BVI were hit to varying degrees by Hurricane Irma, especially Tortola, which had the added excitement of a visit by Foreign Secretary Boris Johnson. But they have been a popular spot for both British retirees and those in the sailing community for many years, and will no doubt be back to usual laid-back lifestyle this year. Tourism is the biggest business, with beer boating, where you hire your own yacht for a vacation. It's a safe and friendly place, made prosperous from financial services. The BVI uses the US dollar for currency, and the US also comes in handy for flight arrivals, with the US Virgin Islands having better airline connections. There are no direct flights to the BVI from Europe or the US, but many options by way of other islands. According to the Global Property Guide, tourist visitor arrivals are strongly up, and the BVI have been an uptick in residential home buying, especially at the high end. In the first half of 2016, the median sales price of villas in the BVI was around US $1.9 million. European buyers account for 60% of property sales at the luxury end of the market, including Sir Richard Branson, who owns a couple of islands. And there is a good choice of high-end resorts, such as Oil Nut Bay and Virgin Gorda. Grow your YouTube channel using Tubebuddy, link in the description below. Use the code word Alexx. Number 5. Turks and Caicos. One of the smaller and less populated island groups with only 30,000 people, the Turks and Caicos Islands are a British overseas territory, relatively close to Miami. That's one option for flights, but with direct flights by way of British Airways from Heathrow, available from little over £200 each way, getting there is very easy. There are 8 main islands in the group and 300 smaller ones, many of which are a little more than sandbars sticking out of the waters, with white sand beaches and a couple of palm trees, but livened up by a beach bar. What could be nicer? This desert has been brought to bloom with attractive low-rise property developments such as the Sandals Resorts, where there are properties on Rightmove for under $400,000 US. There are no restrictions on property buying there, and it looks like a promising investment option for 2018. Although recent results have been mixed with rapidly rising condominium prices but little change in villa prices. Number 4. Cayman Islands. One of the most westerly Caribbean islands, the Cayman Islands are famous for the quality of the diving and snorkeling, the deep-sea fishing, and the red-footed booby. Don't laugh, it's a kind of bird, a seabird. This British overseas territory is reckoned to have one of the highest standards of living in the world, and some of the most gorgeous beaches too, including 7 Mile Beach. It is made up of Grand Cayman, Cayman Brac, and Little Cayman. Grand Cayman is the most built up, somewhat overrun with US tourists. But on the plus side, the healthcare, infrastructure, and tourism facilities are excellent. All this with no income or capital gains tax. On the minus side, it is an expensive place to live, with rapidly rising property prices. In the spring of 2017, freehold property prices were rising by 42% compared to the spring of 2016, according to official data, with an average freehold price of around US $500,000. There are also quite high property taxes and buying costs, including stamp duty for buyers of 7.5% and estate agent fees of 5 to 10%. Number 3. Curacao. It has one of the most exotic names in the world and a culture that blends Dutch and African heritage. Curacao is way down in the south of the Caribbean, close to the coast of Venezuela and far away from the hurricane areas. It was a part of the Netherlands Antilles until 2010 and still comes within the Dutch kingdom. As you might guess, with a capital city by the name of Willemstad. It has that Dutch sense of style too, especially in the Bohemia area of P something. I'll put the spelling of this word on the screen. Somebody please pronounce it for me. I know butcher that word here. As anywhere in the Caribbean, weather and water sports are the biggest attractions. Other benefits include incentives to retirees with low income and capital gain taxes, good infrastructure and hospitals, and property that isn't too expensive. In what has been reported to be a buyer's market, small villas start at a little over €100,000. Prices are usually quoted in euros, with oceanfront villas around €250,000. There are direct flights from the UK, but there are plenty by way of the USA or direct from Amsterdam. Number 2. Jamaica. Many expats are drawn to the tropical paradise of Jamaica, as it offers one of the most incredible coastlines in the world and an exciting culture too. The cost of living in Jamaica outside the main tourist areas is much cheaper than in the UK, but due to high unemployment rates and a few well-paying jobs, an overseas income or pension is needed to live well in the country. Most international residents live outside of the capital cities, where crime rates can be high, while areas such as Ocho Rios, Mandeville, and Hanover offer plenty to do for expats and are within easy reach of larger cities and tourist hubs. Jamaica is a Commonwealth country and has a good choice of direct flights either into Montego or Kingston. Number 1. The Dominican Republic. The retired digital nomads and snowbirds have all found a welcome in the Dominican Republic, especially those from the USA, Canada, Germany, Italy, and the UK. The capital is Santo Domingo, which is where working expats tend to reside. But there are also lively communities in the northern areas like Puerto Plata, Sosua, and Cabo Rife. People, please help me pronounce these words. The cost of living, though cheap compared to North American and European standards, differs depending where you are in the country. For example, the cost to buy a 3-bedroom home in a touristy area is around $250,000 US, while in a non-tourist area the same property would be under $100,000 US. The quality of hospitals and healthcare has improved in recent years, and expats will enjoy international standard supermarkets, with the cost of food much lower than back at home. The laid-back lifestyle and year-round sunshine makes the Dominican Republic particularly appealing to UK expats and retirees. The Caribbean offers a multitude of expat and retirement scenarios for those seeking an idyllic beach lifestyle. Whether escaping the winters or Western life altogether, a Caribbean island could be just a sunny escape that you need. Thank you for joining me again, guys. I really do hope you found this video interesting. If so, please give it a thumbs up. And remember, if you have not yet subscribed to Elite Jamaica, consider doing so by clicking that red subscribe button. And remember to turn on notifications by clicking the bell icon so you never miss any of my updates. Until then, I am Alexx. Bless.